We had a French teacher called Madame Henri. That's where I started to learn atrocious French. We had her for about an hour a day. That was still up in that little room, the school room we had at the top, in the conservatory. That's where they wanted us, because some of those children who went there just went as far as they could in that school, and then they just went on with music. My mother and my teacher, who was giving me the scholarship, got together and decided that my brain was better for really ordinary music part. So I just went to board. My mother said, well, you've got to find a place for you now. She said, I want a boarding school for you. If she'd known what I had been doing up to that, she'd have put me in a boarding school 2 or 3 years before. But she didn't know that. And she went to this school, to MLC, and she said, could I speak to the principal, please? And she said, I'm a bit worried about my daughter, etc., etc. And she said how well I was doing with my music. But she said, I want to put her into a boarding school where she can be looked after. And I don't think that I can afford to send her to MLC because you people charge more than the Catholic people do. Oh boy. It was like, anyway, he said, no, we can't do that. And because she told him that I would be in the orchestra, etc., etc. And so I was put in their school. Sometimes I got into trouble there. I remember they used to say on Friday nights that the prefects would stand at the foot of the stairs, and all the boarders, as they went upstairs, had or what they call a dose of something, you know. It was awful, whatever it was. And I wouldn't do this because I used to go sneak up to one of the dormitories, and they had a tree that came right down to where the and I used to go into the dormitory and climbed over and onto the tree and then down and went down the tree. I wasn't going to get that horrible medicine. And after I finished there, I was back in Scone, of course, because it was holidays. And it was a country town. You could be what could you be? You could work in a shop, or I could have gone into my father's office. That didn't look at all exciting. And so I became a teacher. I went up to Teachers College in Armidale. That's right on the in the mountains, really, just west of Sydney. And when I got through that, you were not allowed until you were 21 to be in a one-teacher school. So I had to teach at home until I was 21. That was a bit grim. Because I didn't know any of the kids. They'd all just gone off. Periods in my life when I was quite alive and other times when I wasn't so much. I was 65 when I started. I wasn't frightened once.
Really? Not even once?
No, except I had a knife in my neck in Portugal. That wasn't very good. It's wonderful to get out and just
learn.
Realise how wonderful the world is and how really incredibly good people are. Absolutely. Like a little koala coming up.